a big countdown. Oh, it's on now.
Good morning, everybody. We're trying this new software called Riverside, so we might be uber excited about it. Right, Sawyer?
Right. When we first started recording, it gave us a little countdown, and Angel's countdown started at 5. Mine started at 25. So
you started at 25?
Yeah, like mine randomly just jumped up to 25. But like it says it's recording now, but
boom. Well, welcome back, guys. Another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. We're trying to level up our audio quality, video quality. Because apparently Skype isn't doing that well, so we'll see how this does compared to that.
It's what a lot of the comments said too. It's like, hey, if you find a resource to up the audio quality,
up the audio quality, please. I wonder if it makes a big difference, especially since we have mics. Because we had mics, but Skype probably doesn't do it justice that we actually have mics.
Yeah. Give credit where credit's due, Skype. Come on.
So maybe now that we have better software, who knows?
You let us know. You
yes, please
gracious
let us know.
Listeners, or gracious, not
put
the
it
right
in the
word.
Comments. Email Sawyer, bombard him with emails. He loves getting those emails.
At talkmantuesday@gmail.com.
Boom. And with that being said,
roll the intro.
It's Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
welcome back. Okay. Since we're using this new software, this doesn't have like a timer.
Oh.
There's like settings for the timer. Whoa. The device selection is disabled while recording. Okay, so we're just gonna record.
We're just going for it.
Put a separate timer on my phone.
I've got the little clock in the bottom right.
Mm.
So we just use that.
There we go.
But happy June 1st.
Happy June 1st. We're on our 6th month. Actually, I found the recording time. I found it. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
I was like, there's got to be something in there somewhere. They're not just going to let you keep recording into the random oblivion.
This is a free trial, so we got 2 hours for the month.
So this is going to be the one thing on Riverside that we end up doing after we hop back to Skype.
Yeah. I was thinking, if it is 2 hours per month, could we do the podcast, download it, delete the file, and then do another 2 hours?
Well, honestly, what we could do is I could make an account, and then we can have then 4 total. If I'm the host of one for 2 different times, and then you're the host of the other 2.
That's 4. That's basically it.
That's all we need.
An hour each episode. And that's honestly, all we need.
Look at that.
And just do again. Oh. Boom. Solid.
So
We'll see how Riverside works.
Yeah. we'll make sure that it's something that we want to keep doing.
Yeah. We gotta test it out and see if we actually do the clips for TikTok or not.
Mm-hmm.
I thought this would be nice to actually have like good video quality for the TikToks.
Yeah.
Come see. I don't know why. I guess on my For You page, I'm seeing a lot of podcast TikTok clips.
Mm.
And I'm like, how do they cut it in that frame? I'm like, they have to have separate files. Because, like, I'm trying to crop our Skype thingy, but it's not working out too well.
Yeah.
So this would just cut the actual file because it's already cut in half. So.
Mm-hmm. How's your video quality looking? Because mine looks like it's a lot better than Skype usually is.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. Also, I got a light because I realized my other ones were fairly low. Without it. Yeah. Well, how do you turn this off now? There we go. This is how it was before. I'm like, wow, that's dark. And with Skype quality, it was even worse.
Yeah. No, I got a light in my background too. Let's see if there's a difference.
Oh, that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Look at you,
But it's
Sawyer.
still bright outside too, so that's definitely helping in my favor.
Okay, so you officially moved out of your apartment.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
So
you're a big boy now.
it's wild. And I sent you the Snapchat, but I paid my first part of the mortgage. Oh. I told Candace, I was like, I thought I was done paying rent. And she's like, well, it's to the house. And I'm like, but it's the same thing.
You got your big boy pants on.
We
Paying a mortgage.
we were like, what day is it today? Like, oh my, it's the 1st. Our first mortgage is due today. And I'm like, oh God. And so we're finding the paperwork and everything like that to do it. So luckily for me, I got work off today. So I was able to run around and do a lot of different chores. But yeah, mortgage is one of those things that I was not looking forward to, and it finally came. But I'm gonna have to get one of those like hanging down calendars and just like circle like the days where like bills are due and stuff like that, just so I don't forget, because I don't want to pay. It's like, I think if they don't get the payment within like 14 days, then it's like $500 extra. And I'm like, I don't think I'll ever be off that much, but like I don't ever want to get close to that.
Oh. Tell me why I got into like the whole Dave Ramsey like black hole. I'm just going into that rabbit hole. And I don't know why I find it so relaxing hearing other people's stories, how much they're in debt.
Wow. That's so like evil.
But like it's a great story for them, because like then let's tell them like how they're gonna plan it out and whatnot. And I'm just like, I'm just chilling.
Yeah, that was something with us. We were like, can we afford a mortgage? Like, can we afford a house and everything like that? And like we did the math. The rent that we're paying right now, like not utilities or anything, like literally just the rent that we had in the old apartment compared to what our monthly mortgage is right now, it's actually a little bit cheaper than what we were paying in the city. Like utilities and stuff, it bumps it up. Like I think we're paying like $100 or so more just with everything included. But like we're not too far off, so like we're feeling like pretty comfortable, which is, I guess, a good feeling to be in when you've already committed to something for so long.
I heard the real estate market is like booming right now. Like it's really hot.
It's wild. And so there are places, so like Candace has some family in Boston that I think it's cousins, but they've put like offers in on like 39, 40 different houses, and they've just been outbid every time and like significantly over asking price. And it's the same way here too in Nashville. Like it's wild. I think we got in right before like it started exploding like crazy.
Yeah, because you made it sound like your process was so easy. Like you put a bid and they accepted it and like good. Now people are like, like what you just said. People are offering 10, 20, 30 more than asking price.
Yeah, we got
multiple bids.
We got our first offer accepted. Like we only put one offer in on one house and we got it accepted.
Oh,
but it was another Purdue family, so we wrote them a letter. We took the sentimental route with them. So,
aww.
But yeah, I'm very, very thankful, because I mean, there's got to be a point where you start sacrificing things that you want. Like, okay, maybe we don't need a garage. Maybe we don't need this many bedrooms, this many bathrooms. And like, then I feel at that point you're just trying to buy a house just to buy a house, and I'm like, you're leaning too far. So, yeah, I'm very, very grateful.
Cool. Do you know how long your house was in the market for?
Less than a week.
No way.
Yeah. We visited it the very first day that it was open. We put an offer in the next day, and then it went under contract that Friday. And so, yeah.
Dang, you guys are so quick.
You have to be, though. That was the thing. It was like, what our realtor said. She's like, if you find something that you like, there's no just like wandering the market. Like, I guess you can wander, but like you have to be ready to pull the trigger if you want to get a house. And so she's like, if you see something, you gotta go for it, or else they're gonna already have things. And it was like us, and they were like 3 or 4 other offers on the table for him too. And so,
cool.
Yeah.
It was just getting hot. Now it's like
if we put our house on the market, we could probably get like 10 other offers or something. Like, it's just wild. But I don't plan on going anywhere for a while, so you could find me in my suburb.
My sister was thinking about getting a Tesla or like another rental property, and my mom were like, "Well, rental property is gonna bring in cash. The Tesla, it just didn't go down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she's thinking about the rental property.
You'll get that return.
And then they look at me and I'm like, you need to start thinking about it too. I'm like, yeah, I do need to start thinking about that. I'm the only one in the family that doesn't have a rental property, and I'm like,
Pressure, peer pressure.
Yeah. So probably look at Indy and like think of those, but yeah, not anytime soon.
Yeah.
Just look at them.
Well, if you got one in Indy, would you go to live around Indy, or would you just still live where you're at and then just like check it out every once in a while?
I would want to go live in Indy.
Yeah. I feel like you'd want to be around it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure what you would do with the store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I told my dad I was giving him like 2 years at the beginning of this year. I was like, I'll give you 2 more years, and then like I want to do my own thing. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, Dad, I gotta go.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough.
Yeah. And my sister was basically, she's already half out.
Yeah, because your sister started that at the beginning of quarantine, didn't she?
Wait, say it one more time?
Didn't your sister like say like, okay, I'm done, like at the beginning of COVID and all that?
Yeah. Yeah, around like last summer, she's like, another job offer was like available for like a sales position. Basically, one of like the distributors who came here got a higher up position, and his current position was available, and so he was just talking to people who would do it, and he knows her work ethic, so it'd be great, and she likes to travel and good communication skills. You basically take the orders of the stores.
Oh, gotcha.
And make sure they get delivered, which she's handled that inside the store setting before.
And it's just kind of flipping it to the vendor side.
Yep. And so instead of going directly to customers, you B2B instead of B2C. But yeah. And so she's always wanted my parents to sell the store.
Well, I feel like they're not going to be selling it for a while since they just built.
Yeah. They know if me and my sister are out, they're like, yeah, we wouldn't be able to handle it. So my sister told me like, why'd you tell him 2 years? Why? And I'm like, oh, I feel like I give him 2 more years.
Yeah, it gives you a little runway too.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to figure something out in like a year and a half to like what I'm gonna do.
Have you started putting thought into that? Are you gonna go like more of the creative route with like branding, kind of like experience type of things with like different stores, or?
That'd be cool, or like marketing and things like that. That'd be sweet. But I won't do that route. Or like the rental property side.
Yeah,
that'd be another awesome thing. So either be like a marketing person for a company, or buy rental properties and take care of those. Or
you could do both. I feel like you could do like full-time rental and then like part-time marketer. Or vice versa, I guess too, depending on. Except I feel like the rental stuff would take up more time, so that might have to be like the full-time stuff. I like how we're like deciding your future right now. We're like, let's lay out these plans.
It'll keep you busy. That'll be good. And then Indy, I don't know what's gonna happen with this whole real estate market.
Yeah.
Dave Ramsey was like saying that the only time where we see like the real estate bubble burst was in 2008, and that's never happened before.
Yeah.
Like prices have gone up and somewhat. Yeah, they've only. But he said also in 3 years' time they went back to what they were previously at.
Like 3 years from this year?
From when it bursted.
Gotcha.
2008, everything went down. It's like 3 years later, they basically went to the same price.
Gotcha. Yeah, I feel like real estate's always one of those good investments. I feel like as long as you take care of the building or the property or whatever, like you can get your money back. A good location. And more.
A good location too. We had the famous T-Pain. I don't know how much millions of dollars he had at one time, but he ended up like spending all of it in like poor investments, and he was like, "Yeah, I invested in a crack house," but like it was a crack house. You couldn't flip that one.
Yeah.
So he invested like in really bad apartments. They were very cheap, but there was a reason why they were very cheap.
Yeah, you got what you paid for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that was something that our realtor told us when we were looking for a house. We really liked this other one, but she was like, I mean, it's not on the best side of like because like the suburb that we're in has like a railroad, and like there's a north side and a south side of the railroad, and like one side's just better than the other for real estate stuff. And like we liked houses. This house was on the good side, the other house was on like the not so good side. And she's like, that other house, you're gonna have trouble selling it for this much money. Like you might come out even. She's like, the other, like this house that we're in right now, she's like, you're not gonna have trouble selling that whenever you decide to, because apparently like we're in like just a really really good area, and so it's kind of like that. It's like it's all about location with real estate, and as long as you keep up the exterior and like you don't just let the whole place wither down, like somebody's gonna buy in, even if it is like a flip or whatever, a tear down or something like that. If it's in a good spot, people will want it.
Definitely. So, yeah. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
If
What?
not,
So you got 1 year left?
1 year and a half, because it's already been like 5 months. So, yeah, I started thinking about it, and I saw some marketing positions open up on like my Instagram feed for some reason on these streaming platforms or services. So like, ooh, I'm like, I still got a year and a half. Like,
On these streaming platforms.
it's like Riverside. I saw all the positions. I'm like, ooh, and then like another one, Squadcast. I think like the rival competitor. They're like,
Squadcast. So probably for just multiple people. If you've got like 4 people on it, that's
yeah, studio quality audio recording and video recording, and some of them also feature live.
Oh.
And they usually compare it to Zoom, because Zoom's not that great quality.
Yeah.
But yeah, so some of them were remote, and other ones were like, this one's their marketing position was in Israel. So
you'd probably have to do a remote or
yeah,
or you're buying
one.
a quick plane ticket.
The other one was like remote or San Francisco, and I'm like, I'd rather go remote than like San Francisco.
Yeah.
Those rental property or those rent prices.
Could you imagine? Oh man.
I actually met this girl from. Oh, I need to send a logo. Oh wait. This girl who was from San Francisco. She studied to become a teacher, and I'm like, how'd you move from from San Francisco to Urbana? But that makes total sense. She says a 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment would be like $3,000 a month. I'm like, $3,000 a month. That's like $3,600. That's like what people make in a year, just for the rent.
Just for the rent. Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen there are TikToks out there that are like cheapest New York apartments, and they are some literal closets. There was one that I saw that didn't have a shower in it. Literally just had a sink, and there was a common area toilet out in the hallway, and it was literally a closet that these people lived in, and they were paying like $800 a month. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, again, it's. I feel like I don't know if like lifestyle is the right word, but like you're paying to live in the city at that point. Like,
Yeah.
that's just wild.
I'm guessing you're probably gonna try like. Probably starting out in the city, and hopefully have a good career that you're moving up with your salary.
To move literally out of your closet.
Oh man, I would not know what would happen.
I mean, I'm just very happy that like Indy and Chicago don't have those. I guess that reputation that New York does for rent, because it's just like I could not imagine living in a place that was like that.
Yeah, it's like Los Angeles, New York.
Yeah. Maybe you can get one of those as your first rental property. the closets.
Those closets. Both my family members have invested like in this one street, which isn't too great of a neighborhood, but my sister's like, we could like renovate the whole street. I'm like, some blocks away from there have really good streets, like historic, like really nice neighborhoods, and we're like, how is this even like 5 minutes away?
Really?
But yeah, you could tell big difference
Yeah.
from like a nice neighborhood, well taken care of, big houses, very well maintained, to like another neighborhood where like a liquor store is on the corner of it.
Yeah.
And liquor stores in the neighborhood are not great signs for investments. But
why is that? Is it just people loiter outside of them, kind of just like hooligans are around there, or?
I forget what guy was like. Liquor stores, check cashing places, or Dollar General stores are not necessarily good signs if you're going to invest in properties. On the other hand, Starbucks, what's that like high up grocery store?
Like a Mariano's.
I don't even know what that is.
They sell beer, and so you can walk around and do your groceries with beer. Like a Whole
probably
Foods.
one of those. Whole Foods, yeah, Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Whole Foods, Starbucks, if those are in there, you're like, if people can afford a $4 coffee, then they might be doing pretty good. A $4 coffee. That's probably like the minimum. It's probably more like $8.
Yeah, that's their very small black coffee, just nothing in it.
A $4 black coffee. But you can buy like the whole bag for $4 and just make it at home. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting though. I never really, I mean, it makes total sense, but like I never really put too much thought into it, just because, I mean, Wrigleyville area where I just moved from, like there was a liquor store everywhere just because it's in the bar area. But then there was like, how you said, the cash area or the checks, like there was one of those in like a not so great area, and it's just like just didn't go over there because you didn't want to go over there. So I can totally see that.
Yeah. Now you know every time you go to the neighborhood, you're gonna be like looking.
I'll be like,
"Where's the Starbucks?
Where is it?
Where's the liquor store?"
Am I safe?
But if you're in
I'm
college
not
town,
safe.
if you're in college town, liquor stores are everywhere, so that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Because colleges, money is pouring into those college towns. That should be another interesting thing. Yeah.
So that was talking real estate with two real estate experts.
You know what? Dave Ramsey makes me want to do like a part of the show. Be like, callers call in, and we'll give you financial advice. His financial advice is so basic, and it's like, guys, live below your means. Don't get into that.
Yeah. It's just that easy. If you can't afford it, don't buy it.
Yes.
It's like oh.
And I feel like the people calling in too, like they know what they're gonna need to do. Like they know his answers.
Yeah.
They just like want probably reassurance of like,
yeah,
you're doing a good job by like living like you're really poor for like a certain amount of time, so you can pay off all those bills. Because at this point, if you're in that much in debt, you are poor.
Mm-hmm.
And he like makes it like that bluntly, like you're $80,000 in student loan debts, like you got no money.
Yeah.
So.
Because every time you get a paycheck, most of it is gonna have to go over there until you get that paid off. Yeah. What's it? There's a saying: if you buy a house, it's probably like for cars too, but like your home broke. Like, sure, you might have a bunch of money, but you owe so much on that house or on that car that exactly like you said, you're not rich. Like you're not. You owe a bunch.
Oh. So we need to create a segment when people call in, and they give us all their financial. Let us know your student loans, your car loans, your mortgage, and then credit card debt, and then we'll let you know what to do.
Yeah, and drop in your social security number while you're in there too. Just really let us know everything, and your mother's maiden name as well.
Mother's maiden name.
Don't mind.
What city were you born in?
First car, first pet. All the basic questions.
And then, yeah. those stories like amaze me. Like, how do people get in credit card debt so much? Watch me 5 years from now. My name is Angel. I'm $50,000 in credit card.
Well, I mean, I feel like people don't realize. I mean, I feel like some people just think, hey, it's free. It's like, if I'm like, that's a future me problem. That's a future me problem. And then you just use it so often. Speaking of, I'm literally going to pay off my credit card bill as we're doing this. But I feel like it's just so easy to put it in the back of your mind, because if you're not seeing the paycheck and like you still have some cash in your wallet, you're just like, oh, I'm good.
Mm. I remember when I worked at the apartment management company. We were talking about credit cards, and like the manager was like, we were telling her like, yeah, I have 3 credit cards, but like I only used like one of them. I don't know why I thought it would be a brilliant idea to like come up with like 3 credit cards, thinking that it'd help up my like credit score. But like I literally don't have any, like I don't have any amount due to anyone except for one, and I usually use it as like how I would use my debit card. And she's like, really?
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah. It's like, I remember saying this, and I felt bad afterwards after finding out somebody else was like maxing out their credit cards. I was like, I feel like if you get something you can't afford, you're just like stupid.
Wow. Wow. You don't even know your audience, and you're throwing that out there.
So I just said it out loud, and she just like shuts her mouth and like walks away. And then I realized another girl, like another worker, like my colleague, maxed out her credit cards and several credit cards, and yeah, she does not know how to handle her finances well. And I'm like, oh darn it, why did I say that?
Yeah. If I was that person, I'd be like, and screw you.
So next time, now I know I won't say it out loud, except for this podcast.
Yeah. I had, I think the most credit cards I've ever had was 2, or maybe 3, because I had a Kohl's credit card at one point, which I opened up on complete accident, and Candace was like, that's a credit card, right? And I was like, I don't know. She just told me I would get $50 off this purchase, so I did it. So then I canceled it right away. But yeah, I just have 2, and I don't ever use one. I only use one of them. So, man.
And do you basically use it as like your debit card? How you used to use your debit card? Mm-hmm. Or,
yeah. Like, but and I've got a debit card too. I just never use my debit card. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know when I would use a debit card versus when I would use a credit card. I think just naturally I pull out my credit card. I guess maybe if something was like super expensive and it was over like the credit card limit, but I know like if you have enough in your account, you can just use the debit card. But there's no like, if there's like a fraudulent activity or something, if it's out of your debit card, the money's already gone, so you can't really dispute it. But if you use a credit card, then you can get the money back.
Yeah, and then you get cash back.
Mm-hmm.
But Dave was like, your habits are changed if you don't use debit card or cash. Because that's very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, I feel like if I pull a 20 out, it's a lot different than me just swiping a card for $20. I'll be like, well, I don't want to give up this money.
Yep. That was the point he made. It's like, your actions are like way different. I'm like, just put it on the card. Instead of like handing out Benjamin a $100 bill. Like,
yeah. We don't even do 20s. We're talking hundos over here. Thank you to our sponsors, by the way.
I want people to feel the pain. You look at 100, you're like, I don't want to break it. Even in the grocery store, they're like, I just don't want to break the 100. Because they know once you break that 100, those other 20s are going back quicker.
Mm-hmm. I always feel like if I break 100, they're thinking that I'm scamming them. Like, there's no way this kid has a $100 bill. Like, it's like, no, I mean, I got a $100 bill. Like, I feel it's just like so sketchy using $100.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because it's going to be for something that's like you said, like $19 or $20. They're like, you don't have a $20 bill that you can just give me. I have to give you $80 and change. Like, sorry. Or go get your small $4 coffee from Starbucks and use $100.
Hey, I don't know what was like talking about bills and money. It just brought me back to like a time where like I went to McDonald's. I got my piggy bank out, like all quarters, and I paid like probably some sort of meal, But like it was like on my own for the first time.
Roll like a big shot.
Yeah, I was probably in middle school. I felt so much power.
Mom, I don't even need to ask if I can get this. This is my money.
I was even with my parents, which that was just like amazing. Wow. Yeah, at that point, I was like, it's just me. And the guy was like so tall. I was probably just very short. And I paid all the quarters. Like I said.
And he's probably like, I hate this so much. Like,
I didn't even think about it at that point. I was just like, I'm getting my burger.
Yeah.
And fries. I was probably in middle school. And there was like some time where like, my mom moved to Indiana first before we all moved to Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to take care of the apartments they recently purchased. So we lived with my dad for a while until like we all moved to Indiana, and then during that time, my dad was way more relaxed than my mom of like letting us go out to places.
Yeah.
He was just not aware. Like, we go here. Like, yeah. So I went with like my bike. I went to McDonald's. Got some McDonald's because I was hungry. And that's when I appreciated my mom a lot more because she was like, "You guys hungry?
Go for it."
And then when I would ask my dad for money, you know what he would say?
No.
He was like, "We don't have any money." So I told my mom that. I would like call my mom. I was like, "You gotta send my dad some money because he keeps saying that we don't have any money." And now that we're older, she like reminds me of the story, and it's like, "Yeah, your dad was lying to you." It was like so funny to hear you say like your dad would say you don't have any money.
I mean, as a kid, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, "Oh, okay." Thanks for letting me know.
That's how I was. Like, I was like, oh, I guess I can't go anywhere from now. I got no money.
I've got a question of the day that actually is a good little segue. What was one thing that you thought was going to be awesome as a kid, but as you grew up wasn't like what it was cracked up to be, like something that adults do? For me, it is, I guess, like getting to choose what you eat every single week. Like going to the grocery store and having to pick up your meals. I thought that was going to be like the coolest thing because growing up I was like, oh, I'm going to have macaroni and cheese. I'm going to have like whatever I want. And now I'm just like, no, this sucks. Because like you don't want to have the same things. You have to try to be creative. You have to go to the store. You have to get it all. So that was something that growing up I thought would be super cool, but it's not cool at all.
I'm trying to think of something that was like really cool as a kid.
If you can't think of it now, I mean, I'll bring it up again at the end, but...
Boom. We'll do that. Yeah, because... Yeah, no.
Oh, how was your wedding date going?
Oh, she said yes.
Woo!
So, boom. I got a date. And then we'll probably explore Nashville.
That's going to be fun.
It's like half an hour away from Nashville downtown.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's like 5-10 minutes away from that suburbs downtown. So
that's where I think my cousin lives. I've got a cousin that lives in like the suburbs of Nashville. So I think she's out there somewhere.
So we'll see what downtown we want to visit and go from there.
Yeah. You're definitely gonna have to walk down like the Strip and everything like that. It's not called the Strip, but like the main Nashville section.
I think I've stayed at a hotel on Nashville Strip, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Nothing too special. You don't sound like you were too enthused by it.
I guess I wasn't. Yeah, I guess I always saw photos of people hyping it up so much. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know why.
I mean, I feel like you have to be in like you have to be a fan of country music. If you don't like country music, don't go to Nashville type of thing. But like you have to be in like a zone if you're in there that like you're gonna be up next to people, you're gonna have sweaty people around you, but like you're gonna party type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm very rarely in that mood anymore, but
I've grown older. I want my sleep.
I'm too old.
I think. Oh, it was after like religious retreat. So I was probably tired, and it was just like me and this other lady.
Lady?
Lady.
What did you say, lady?
Lady. I just said like lady.
That gives no inclination on like age. Like this other girl, like okay, around your same age. This other woman, like older, but lady is like it could be anywhere. No, keep it, lady. I like the hint you give.
I was going lady. I guess I don't know. I just like we're chill. It was I guess I was expecting for like the party scene, but then they were just like chill bars. I'm like,
Yeah. At nighttime, or were you there in the afternoon?
Nighttime, but it was also Sunday night.
Oh,
So it was probably way more chill than on Saturday or Friday or Thursday.
yeah.
So yeah, so like we watched band play, like that was pretty cool. Ate some dinner, and then went to bed. It was like that. It was literally that.
I mean, Nashville live music though, there's like nothing that compares to it in my mind. It's just so cool because like if they can get the crowd going, like everybody's just into it.
I don't know if I was expecting like a large crowd or I was just very tired at the time. Who knows?
Yeah. Honestly, it's probably a little bit of both. It was probably the fact that you were a little bit tired and it was a Sunday.
And I'm like, am I getting older? Because like we're having like dinner and just like chilling. It's not
I
like
just want to turn on the news and lay in bed. Like, is this normal?
yeah, like we had dinner. We like enjoyed some country music, and then like we were like going to sleep like around 11:30.
You're old.
Like we have a long drive tomorrow. We gotta go to sleep, and we were both very tired because that religious retreat, you hardly get any sleep in that retreat.
Yeah.
So that didn't help. But yeah.
There was the NFL draft when people could obviously pick to go into the NFL. It was hosted in Nashville a couple of years ago, and there was a bachelorette party that they planned to go to Nashville during that, and they knew nothing about the NFL draft being in Nashville. They just thought that they were going at like a busy time. They got interviewed and they were all mad. They were like, we just wanted to come over here and have some fun and celebrate the newlyweds, and all of a sudden all these people are here. That's just like, that was not the scene that they were expecting whatsoever. It was like, how do you not Google like Nashville this weekend and like NFL draft, it doesn't pop up or something? Like, do a little more research into it.
I probably be one of those people that's like completely oblivious. Like, what is like something important going on? Just the NFL draft, the number one sport in America.
Why is everybody wearing football jerseys? This is kind of weird. We thought there'd be more cowboy hats.
Is the Super Bowl happening right now? No, Super Bowl is in February. Oh. I got that down now. I used to be like, what's the Super Bowl? Like, why is it so like Super Bowl with the big game? It's the championship game. Like, oh, why don't they call it the championship?
Yeah. Come on, hey guys, hey, that was a dumb name.
The World Series. I'm like, okay, what other countries play in the World Series? It's just like, it's just America.
What? Actually, yeah.
Like why? Like, oh, it's a championship game of the MLB. Like, oh, yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
But yeah, we like to say the world just because we're the best, obviously. What I think the only like major sport in the U.S. that actually has another country is hockey, because we've got like 2 Canadian teams. Because I don't think the MLS has any Canadian teams or anything in it.
Mm. Yeah. I think what America definitely has baseball down, like as talking about the sport of the best league. So football for sure,
Yeah, football, basketball.
basketball.
Oh, I guess basketball has the Toronto Raptors, so Canada. But yeah, basketball's definitely the best.
Hockey.
I would say hockey. Hockey, we're up there. It's definitely between us and Canada, and then.
Oh, Canada has their own league.
I believe so. Canadian
Canadian hockey league.
league. Yeah, the CHL. It's actually a league. So
I wonder who has the better league then.
I think the NHL still has the better league than the CHL.
Did like America just do a better like job at like branding these companies?
I think
like,
we
these
just paid them
leagues that,
more.
like-
I think we just paid people more, and so then all the better players wanted to come play over here, except for soccer.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah,
We're attracting the big guys. We just gotta make it like actually a better
Competitive.
league.
Yeah, a better
Have
league.
more talent. Have more talent. My thing is like, how does the definitely a lot of Americans are owning soccer teams, but yeah, like the best clubs, like the clubs that make the most money, are some soccer clubs in like Spain. You're like, Spain's so small.
yeah.
They bring in so much money.
Did you see, talking about soccer, the American that almost scored a goal in the Champions League?
Oh, Christian Pulisic.
Yeah, he almost
Yeah.
scored.
He's the Captain America of soccer.
That's what they call him.
His rookie cards are going through the roof,
Mm.
and it was like you gotta put it into account like the American patriotism, because like we love our Americans.
We do.
and he's I think
Is
he was
he
like one of the
19?
first ones. Huh?
Is he 19?
He's young.
I'll Google it.
I'm not sure if that young, but he's definitely young. Pulisic
Age. Oh, he's 22.
Ah, there you go.
I did not know he looked like that. Oh, Premier League.
Yeah, he was one of the first few American superstars to play abroad, and then all of a sudden, like these newer guys are popping up in the scene. And we're like, "Ooh, we actually might qualify for the World Cup."
Hopefully. Come on, please. And then they're going to have like dual citizenship and go somewhere else. And we're going to be like, oh, please,
So it's a
no.
bummer. Meanwhile, the women's World Cup, women's national team, has won the World Cup 4 or 5 times, 3 or 4. So they're the best
Yeah.
in the world.
Because what?
Meanwhile.
They lost to Japan one year. I think they won it. Then they lost to Japan. Then they won it.
Oh. Are you ready for a BuzzFeed quiz?
Oh, yes.
Let's see. What do we have here?
BuzzFeed quizzes.
We got all the quizzes you love to binge.
Oh. That's interesting.
We're currently looking at quizzes.
I'm looking up. Do you see on the trending quizzes, the one about 17 Mandela effect examples that'll confuse the hell out of you?
17 Mandela.
It's got a picture of Tony the Tiger on the front.
I'm not seeing it. Tony the Tiger. Trending quizzes. Nope, not seeing it.
Yeah. Do you
Any chance
see?
you just
Decide
send me-
whether you love or hate these 25 foods, and we'll guess how old you are. There's a picture of an egg and a pizza. What are you seeing on your end?
Oh my goodness. Do you give off more of a Taylor Swift vibe or an Olivia Rodrigo vibe? Damn.
Where's this at?
I'm like, they just try to compare Taylor Swift with Olivia Rodrigo. This is probably giving out my age, but like, who's Olivia?
Yeah, like, who's Olivia Rodrigo?
At least she made like one hit song recently. But you can't be comparing her to Taylor Swift off that one hit song. You gotta go off like multiple hit songs to be compared to her Taylor Swift. Clearly, you can tell which vibe I'm going with.
Yeah, seriously.
Taylor Swift.
Oh, I found the Taylor Swift one.
You wanna do that one?
Yeah, we'll do this one. We'll see.
I
if we're-
better not get Olivia Rodrigo.
I hope you get Olivia Rodrigo. If you don't get Olivia Rodrigo, this game or this quiz is a lie.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
Alright. We're gonna do the BuzzFeed quiz party.
Yeah.
I'll send you the link.
Yeah, hit me up with that link.
Invite friends.
If I get the weird looking cat again, I feel like I accidentally set that as my avatar and I'm just gonna have to live with it. Alrighty. Yep, it's me. This cat is my life.
Did you get the link?
Yep, I'm in. It says please
Boom.
wait for Angel to start the party.
Boom.
3, 2,
2,
1.
Favorite Lordy song? Lord song?
Lord.
Lordy?
And we'll
Huh?
never be royals, royals.
Oh.
I've never heard of these other songs though. Ribs or Green Light? None of the above. Ribs sound like a good food, so I'm gonna choose ribs.
Hey, I was like, am I hungry or do I just want to go fast and green light?
We had the same like track. We're like, we don't know the songs, just go off what the words are.
I'm feeling fast today.
Alright, so you went Green Light, I went ribs. Favorite rapper? Kanye West, 21 Savage. I feel like I'm more of a Kanye fan.
Same. I don't know this is my age, but like, I probably have heard of 21 Savage songs, but like, I don't. I
Off the
can't
top of your
connect
head.
to- Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like that, yeah. I think Kanye is Kanye. You know Kanye is thinking Kanye. Favorite song at the moment? Best I Ever Had remix by Nicki Minaj and Drake. Or Kiss Me Nor by Doja Cat and SZA.
What's Kiss Me Nor?
Doja Cat.
I feel like I've heard you the best I ever had, but I don't know if that's the remix version or if that's
Yeah.
just. I'm gonna go with that one because I couldn't even guess what Kiss Me Nor was. Spotify or wait, what one did you go with?
I went Best I Ever Had. Yeah, I don't know that song. Kiss Me Nor.
Spotify or Apple Music? Well, whichever one we choose, at least we know we can listen to Talkmen Tuesday on both of these podcast platforms. So I'm not going to say which one I chose, just so the people don't feel like we're biasing one platform over the other.
I was like, I went with one, but I know my younger cousin goes with the other. I'm like, is this like an age thing? Alright, favorite Disney show? That's So Raven or Sweet Life of Zack and Cody? Oh, man.
That was an easy choice for me. Oh, what did you go with?
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Yeah, same. All right, last one. Favorite Justin Bieber song? Peaches or Love Yourself? One of these songs is literally my favorite song right now. So, it's Peaches. I got my peaches down in Georgia. Come on, we from California. Oh, I just jam out to that song.
Like, does Love Yourself have like a Latin remix?
I don't know.
I know Sorry had a Latin remix, and I like that one. I'm on Google. Love Yourself, that.
Do a bunch of his songs have Latin remixes?
I think after he went with like the Despacito thing, people started like trying to do a Latin remix with him.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna guess.
Apparently, he was the one that wanted the Despacito remix.
Mm-hmm.
After he heard the song with Despacito in the club, I was like,
He reached out to them. I'm like, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
And if you listen to the original Despacito and then the remix, like, they don't sound very similar at all. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think the original one is as catchy.
Mm-hmm. We're done.
All right, let's see. Angel is. Ah, no. We both got Taylor Swift. I really wanted you to get Olivia Rodrigo.
I like the choices that they had were very like old or young.
Yeah. I
It
feel like
was, like,
did you go Spotify?
Yeah, I want Spotify.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I want like my cousin goes to Apple Music and I'm like, what? Like they pay for Apple Music between like their friends. I'm like, that means as a collective you both all decided to do like Apple Music. Like,
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like the only one, because I think it was old on the left, young on the right as we were going down the list.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only did one for the young, and I think it was like the very first one or something.
Mm-hmm. The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and That's So Raven, I'm like, that's like two different, like, I got towards like the beginning of the Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I love that, but I didn't even get to like the Sweet Life on Deck.
Yeah.
After that, I was like, I had more responsibilities.
I have to grow up.
I didn't have enough time to just watch on the couch and watch some more shows. Okay. What was the question of the day again?
What was something that seemed cool when you were younger that adults did, but then growing up you realized it wasn't what it was all kicked out to be? Or chalked up to be, not kicked out.
Uh-huh. I guess it wasn't necessarily like as a grown up, but like owning a pet.
You don't think it's as cool as you thought it was?
I love playing with the pet.
Yeah. You just don't want the responsibility of owning it and having to like care for it. I feel that.
My dog ran away.
Yeah, don't tell my cat about that though. He might hate me a little bit more than he already does.
Cats, at least they lick themselves, right? To clean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you know, don't have to wash them or anything like that. Just have to feed them.
I think we had like a bird, a rabbit, fish, dogs, and like fish died. Parrot, I don't know what happened to parrot.
I don't know what happened to the parrot.
I forgot. Yeah, I can't think of what happened to them. But dogs ran away. Bunny died. Yeah, Bunny passed away. Sorry, Bunny.
Sad.
Yeah, he like froze.
Oh,
he was
no.
dead. He didn't freeze. He just stopped moving, and we're like, he's frozen. And then like that's when Mom comes out. I'm like, no, he's dead. I'm like, oh,
He's frozen. Play dead. Good bunny.
why isn't he moving? He's like stiff. That's why he's dead.
So you had, how many dogs did you have? And like, did you have 2 dogs, and did they both run away together, or?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's so sad. So you go to bed and you wake up, and I am so sorry.
I laugh about it now, but I was crying.
I could imagine. That would be so traumatizing.
It was a fluffy dog. It was like one big dog and like one like a small dog. One small like fluffy dog and like one like big husky dog. It's so cool. Both ran away. So with that being said, we're gonna end Talkmen Tuesday on a happy note. Guys, take care of your dogs. Do not let the door open, okay?
Yeah, come
they
on.
love to roam free. Sometimes never come back.
Oh my god. I'm wrapping this up before we keep going down a spiral. So let us know your feedback on this week's episode of Talkman Tuesday. It was a very fun-filled, light episode with a lot of laughs and fun stories. But let us know what you thought and what your answer to the question of the day would be in the comment section below. If you are watching this on YouTube or if it's on any of the podcast platforms, you can email at us at talkmentuesday@gmail.com. As always, we thank you guys for taking some time to talk with us and just hear us talk about our takes on real estate, the market, Nashville, partying, and all of that good stuff. So, again, we appreciate your time. We look forward to talking with you guys next week. And in the meantime, stay safe, social distance. Unless you're fully vaccinated, then go and hug people that are fully vaccinated. And don't forget to tell someone you love them.
Thank you, guys.
Peace.